What's going on, people? TGI Friday, baby. TGI Friday. Humpty Hump, Steve Levine, Martin Silver, my regulars. I love you motherfuckers as much as you love watching me perform. Thank you, guys. Suge in the building, that's my motherfucking man. I have to say he's different from my man Suge. We was teammates up in Club Seamless. What a fucking nightmare we had over there. But God bless you, brother. Yeah, let me do my due diligence, y'all, before I start this show, man. Yeah, Hump, lovely, baby. You feel the energy. I know you feel the energy. Let me do my due diligence, y'all. My manager's out of commission right now. She's in the hospital. I'm hoping the best for her. So I kind of have to do all this myself. I wish I had a clue of everything I got to do before I got to do the show. It's 10 times harder than the show. Give me a minute, now. Let me just do my due diligence. I'm going to get right with y'all. Think about what you're going to say as I'm doing this. Chris Abels in the building. Hassan Jackson, baby. A.K.A. Giannis. That's my dude. Give me one more minute, guys. One more minute. I'm trying to get this out there for everybody can see it beside us. It's not just us that want to watch the Al York Sports Show. You got a lot of motherfuckers that want to watch it, man. One more minute. Now, I'm not lying to y'all. One more minute. All right. Let's go. Let me lower this real quick. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Al York Sports Show. TGI Friday. Open sessions. We got 3 interviews today. You know I'm stacked up for them. You know I'm prepared for them. And I just hope y'all hang on, stay on, and give everybody the chance to, put themselves out there, man. Because that's what I do on my show that a lot of other people don't do. I'm not afraid to put new talent on my shit. I'm not afraid that a new motherfucker is going to take my spot. You know why? Because I don't envy motherfuckers, and I salute people, and I'm confident in what I do. For the longest I'm as confident in what I do, ain't nobody taking my spot. And that's fucking real talk. Let's get going. Let me give a shout out to my man, Walito. Walito, I told you I was going to shout you out. Mad Brad, you my dude, man. When I say that and I shake your hand, you know it ain't fake, man. Mad Brad, salute to Mad Brad, man. Shout out to the East Coast, West Coast, Midwest, New York City, Las Vegas, LES to the death, Triple H Entertainment, salute to Holly Hot Wheels. I hope you get better. Syndicate Radio TV, my man Dwayne Beeman, who's having another fight in Colombia, if I'm correct, the 27th against Argel Berrios. Let me get the information first, but I'm throwing it out there. He's fighting again this month that fast. Salute to Ken Waterman. Steve Islam in the building. What the fuck? We got my man Steve up in here. Okay, credit fix. Never too late to get your credit fix. IG me, inbox me, email me, al.newyork@yahoo.com. Never too late to get your credit fix. Pro Quick Print. Make sure you go to the gram. You get these shirts right here like Easy Money, Al York Sports, salute. Everything's on deck. Custom wear. Hit my man up on the gram. Pro Quick Print. And last but not least, you need advertisement. Hit your boy up. I got y'all. Whatever y'all doing, I'm going to raise your numbers. That's what I do. Okay, let me see. Before I get started, let me see what questions we got here. Because it's going to be a busy show, so it's going to be hard for me to get to y'all. Let me see what we got here. Okay, I'm glad my man Steve is in the building. Happy birthday, Steve. Cameron Guidry, another good brother of mine. That's my dude right there, man. Word up, man. When I shout y'all out, y'all know what it is. Ernest Vegas, a regular. Humpty. Okay, we got everybody in the building. Okay, we're going to start off with the Houston Texans. Houston can't seem to keep a motherfucker, right? Springer's out of Houston, baseball. Harden's out of Houston. D-Hop is out of Houston. Now, J.J. Watt's one out, and Deshaun Watson eventually is going to want out. So that Houston organization, down, thumbs down. Nobody gonna want to play there. The ex-coach O'Brien fucked a lot of shit up over there. He left it. He left it like the way they left the presidency for Obama. Fucked up. Because it's gonna be hard for them to overcome, especially losing Watson, who were basically they franchise players, and now what they gonna do? Rebuild? I mean, they got a coach that seems he's on the right track. But if you ain't got no talented players, my man, you ain't going nowhere, man. And salute to J.J. Watts, who finally said he won out. He felt like the team quit on him a few games last year. Let me give you some Watt numbers. 5-time Pro Bowl. He went to the Pro Bowl half of his career. 128 games, 101 sacks, 409 solo tackles, 25 forced fumbles for J.J. Watt. If you ask me, he's got to go to a team that's ready to win now. The guy has become injury prone, but does he still got something in his tank? I'll say yes. He's 31 years old, the same age Reggie White was when he went to Green Bay. The only difference is Reggie White don't get hurt, and J.J. showing he's injury prone. Salute to J.J. Watt. I loved his interview today. He thanked the city of Houston. He loves the city of Houston, but he just got to move on like a lot of us have to do in life, period. Sometimes you just got to move on. That's it. Let me go to other news real quick. Carson Wentz looked like he's out of Philly. I know my man Steve Levine's going to like that very much. I don't think he's in love with Carson Wentz. I don't think it's going to be Jalen Hurts either. I think they still don't want to put him out there to be the everyday quarterback. I like Hurts as a backup. I think slowly but surely you can bring him in. He can start, but I just don't think he's ready to take them to that other level. You know what I mean? So they're going to have to get somebody. I mean, who's out there? You got Watson out there. Maybe Aaron Rodgers with the right price. I'm hearing Russell Wilson might be available, although I don't think Seattle's going to give Russell Wilson up. But if the price is right, anything is possible. Carson Wentz, 68 career games. He got a 35, 32-1 career record, 62.7 completion rate, 17,000 yards, 113 touchdowns, 50 interceptions. One chip that he got behind Nick Foles, but I keep telling people he had an MVP season before Nick Foles took over when he blew, I think, that Achilles in that Ram game. So I thought even with Wentz, they would have won that year because he had a career year. So I'm not going to take nothing away because he got injured, and he even played one more snap where this shit popped. So salute for him that year. I don't know what happened to him ever since, but he's not the same Carson Wentz that we experienced that year when they won it all. And he's definitely gone. Laurie don't want to deal with him. Peterson didn't want to deal with him, and somebody's going to have to pick him up, put him in the offense that can work. Okay, I'm waiting on Noah Parker, 2 more minutes. Let me see if I give y'all something else. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, I got a lot of questions about them today. One of them is they got all these free agents. I'm going to give you a few names. Leonard Fournette. I'm going to give y'all my opinion if they're going or staying. I think Fournette is leaving. He's going to try to get that bread. He won a chip already. I don't think he want to do no more favors. He's a kind of it's about me guy. So I think he leaves and gets that money. Shady McCoy's gone. I think he should just retire from football, period. Chris Godwin, I think, is leaving. I think he wants the money. He also got a chip, and he knows that it's loaded with receivers. So it's going to be hard for him to have like a super-duper breakout season with Brady having so many options. Godwin might be looking to go to a team that he becomes the number one, and plus he gets the money. Shaq Barrett, I think, is going to stay. You got to keep Shaq Barrett if you're the Tampa Bay Bucs. You got JPP who could drop back, rush, deflect the pass, and Shaq Barrett is your Reggie White type of rusher. You need that specimen in there because he's the one that gets up the field, to me, better than that whole line. Then you got Ndamukong Suh. I think Suh is leaving. He might want to try to get one more contract. I think V might stay because, the fact that, if Suh leaves, that might open the door for V. Antonio Brown, I think, is going to stay. Him and Brady got this nice chemistry thing. Long as he continues to listen to Brady, stays out of trouble. I think Brown could get a 2-year pack, maybe between 15 M's. They're not going to pay him super duper money. They don't have to. But if he agrees, let's say $7 million a year, $8 million a year, 2-year deal, guaranteed money of let's say $10 million, I think that'd be a perfect marriage for both sides because Brown's acting real good with Brady. I don't think he'll do the same anywhere else. You see what Randy Moss did when he left? He put the Minnesota coach under the bus. Okay, then you got Gronk. I think Gronk's going to stay 1 more year. I mean, the guy don't even walk straight. He got bad legs. If it was me, I'm Gronk. I start looking to better my life, my career, my life after football. But if he stays, I don't blame him. He's going to go with Tom Brady, try to pick up another ring. I mean, you can't be mad. And he's definitely going to be caught for a discount. Now, this is the key member to me, besides Shaq Barrett, that the Tampa Bay Bucs must sign. They must find a way to sign this guy here. And this is Levante Davis. Davis has to sign. The guy got sick D, him and White. Them two linebackers together work impeccably. You got to find a way to keep Davis if you're the Tampa Bay Bucs. And with that, let's go to our interviews. Noah Park, if you can hear me, I'm waiting on you, bro. If you take a little long, then I'm going to keep going. Hold up. I might have a couple questions here. I'll wait for Noah. When I'm waiting for Noah, I get to these. Mountain Silver said, go play for the Steelers. Great point. Go with your brother. I don't knock that. Steve Levine said, bring back Foles. I don't know if Foles got anything left, Steve. Steven Isler said, Wentz to the coach. That might not be bad. That might not be bad because I think Frank Wright can fix him. He dealt with him before. He knows how to get his engine going. Great point, Steve. And the fact that you lost Stafford, I think Wentz is your guy, unless somehow, some way, you could get Aaron Rodgers to go over there, which I don't know if that's possible. But I think Wentz is something that can definitely happen for the Colts easily. Couple draft picks, maybe a 3rd rounder. Get Wentz over there, have Frank Wright fix him up. Wentz could go another 5-10 years if he's able to play to the potential that he can play. Jesse Gambino, the champ, is here. Okay, Noah Parker, where you at? I always got to go through it with this guy. There's not one time I don't have to go through it with this guy. We got Douglas in the building, my boy Douglas Bender. He said Wentz to the AFL. Wow. What else we got here, guys? Yeah, Steve, the offensive line for the Colts is definitely ready. To be quite frankly, your whole team is ready. If I had to do anything, if I'm the coach, maybe get another marquee receiver. Yeah, you got 2 mediocre receivers. You might want to throw another star receiver over there. But I think you guys are ready. I mean, you guys played Buffalo Bills damn good. Y'all could have even won that game late in the game. So you guys are basically one play away. Brooklyn play hella good. You know what I mean? You guys are stacked. Get Wentz, get a receiver. I think y'all be off and popping. Okay, you know what? If Noah don't come in, I'm going to have my boy Chris Abels come in. You know what I mean? Okay, let me go to another topic. Give Noah time to get in. Drew Brees. I'm hearing rumors that he's coming back. I hope to God Drew Brees don't come back. Even though I still think the Saints would be better with him than without him. Because the fact that they share Taysom Hill spots with him, Winston comes in, get a couple plays. So they basically, they coming in company. You know what I mean? It ain't just Drew Brees the whole game. You got Hill that takes reps. Winston could take some reps if Winston stays. I think he's a free agent, but Hill's definitely staying. I can see that happening, but I'm telling you right now, they're not going to win a championship with Drew Brees. It's going to be another broken-hearted season, and I'm going to cover this with Noah Parker once I can get Noah Parker on the show. Any questions you guys got? Let's go for it, because I really don't want to bring my second interviewer, because I got a feeling Noah's going to call in right when that happens. Anything you guys got? Let me see. I'm looking. Okay, Ernest Bay got a good point. He said, J.J. Watts and Deshaun Watson to the San Francisco 49ers. Ernest Vega, if that happens, I'm crowning them coming out the NFC, even over the Bucs. Because the 49ers got so many guys that were injured last year that are studs. Studs. You know, from defensively to offensively, they get Deshaun Watson over there and then help out the defense with Watts, with all those first rounders in the front seven. It's a wrap if that happens. To me, it's a wrap. I don't think it's gonna happen, though. I'm being realistic. Okay, hold up. Let me see if I get over Parker, man. This guy, yo, Chris Abels, you know what? Hit me up, man. I'm not gonna wait for this guy forever. I tuned him up. I'm not understanding why he's not on. I had him all chefed up for this. Chris Abels, if you can hear me, request me, I'll get you. We get you right on, bro. Okay, let me go to NCAA. Okay, you know what? We got Abels coming in right now. Hold up, y'all. Watch Noah Parker decide to hit me now. Who want to bet me $100? Here we go, baby. This is Chris Abels, comedian / sports knowledge guy. Could do it on Chris. Fix your phone. You sideways.
All right.
Yeah. I don't want to talk to you with your head the other way. You know what I'm saying? Okay, give the people a little bit about yourself before we get going, Chris.
I'm a stand-up comedian and I'm a co-host on Levy Land Live on Syndicate Radio. So today we dropped one of our best episodes ever, man. If everybody loves to laugh, I guarantee that you want to check out this episode because you're going to see some shit, man. That's what I can say. That is my sport because I wasn't blessed enough to have the athletic gift, and so I was like, fuck it, I got to do comedy.
Right. Now, guys, tune in. He's going to give you all the information after the show, how to tune into his show. Him and Steve Levy, these guys are funny, man. Give these guys the opportunity to make you laugh. That's all I ask coming from Al York Sports. Okay, Chris, let's get right to it. Let's talk a little bit about the Super Bowl. We make it real quick. Anything you want to mention about what you experienced in the Super Bowl?
Yeah, man. A couple things. I was going to put a jock strap on for this show, so that way I was ready for the weekend, but I didn't.
Right.
But I didn't. And then I did notice, man, during the Super Bowl that, like, the only fucking touchdown that Kansas City had was when that plane landed in Florida.
I know. You say that, right?
Touchdown.
That was the only fucking touchdown of the whole game. Who would predict that? You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm upset is I don't make no excuses. I gave out a teaser. I gave out the Bucs in the over. But if Noah Parker would have called in today and did what he had to do, he could have told everybody, I told him Bucs and under, game time I changed my pick, which was my fault. Makes me look like a dick, but it's all good. But I'm mad at myself, and I would never change a pick before a game ever again. But what else did you like about that game before we move on to your Detroit Lions that I want to talk about?
Yeah, man. I mean, come on. How do you transition from the Super Bowl to the Lions? But anyways, man, I like the Super Bowl. I like the Super Bowl. I'm a Tom Brady guy, not because of he's Tom Brady. Right. He's from Michigan, man. He played for U of M. I'm a Tom Brady guy. Gronk leaving? Fuck no. That's not going to happen. I can't believe that you had those two together. They're unstoppable. So I think Gronk will stay for sure, man.
Right.
When the game started, I was just like, man, fucking Tom Brady is a veteran. He knows what he's doing. He knows how to get in there and win a game. Look, they beat Green Bay. And they weren't supposed to.
Right.
So
I had Green Bay to win it all, basically, and they fucked me up on that. So.
Yeah, once they beat Green Bay, man, I was like, that's it, game over. They're gonna win this shit. That's the bottom line.
Right.
So,
well, Chris,
and
get.
Oh, I thought overall, I mean, yeah, you end up scoring 30 points, 31 points, whatever. You know the game's over at that point. So,
well, I felt like. Tell me if you felt the same way. Did you feel like the Bucs took the route of the New York Football Giants when they won them 2 Super Bowls against Brady? Like, you know, they were road warriors. The only thing is they had a home game at the end. That was the only difference. But the Bucs kind of remind me of the New York Football Giants with the defense, the good quarterback, decent running game. What you think? Would you like say they were similar in any way?
Oh yeah, I think that they were totally prepared for all of that, man. Plus, isn't that the first time that there's been like a Super Bowl home field advantage?
First time ever.
Yeah. So
you know who's going to try to do it next year, right?
What's that?
The Rams.
Oh shit!
Yeah, they got Matthew Stafford. They make it
with Matt Stafford.
They if they could get to the Super Bowl, they'll have the home game.
Yeah, man, I don't see that happening with Stafford, man. I don't see that happening.
Well, now that we're talking about Stafford, let's swap over to your Detroit Lions. It's not a great topic, but it is your team.
Yeah.
The Lions 2020 ended up 5-11. 2019 they were 3-12. 2018 they were 6-10. But one thing I can say, hold on, let me get this in real quick. One thing I can say, I think it was a good trade for you guys for some reason. Not only do you get a quarterback that can quarterback, you got 3 number ones for the next 3 years. Not number one overall, but first round picks. Not only that, you have the chance this year to pick up Justin Fields, who could work behind Jared Goff, and you guys got some decent players. The only thing, I don't know what Matt Patricia was fucking doing.
Oh, man. Well, Xavier nailed it. Stafford won't do shit when he goes out there. It's all hype. The Lions fan did win in that trade, though, man. We got rid of Stafford and ended up with all these awesome picks and stuff. But here's the thing with the Lions, man. Like you were saying, the record for the past 3 years, right? In 2021, I still admit that I'm a Lions fan.
Right.
So
no, that's good. You guys listen. I only deal with original fans. I don't like bandwagons. I'm a Knicks fan. We haven't won. I don't even remember the last time we made the playoffs, dog. But when you're a fan, you got to stick. You can't be jumping. I don't even care if you love the Patriots, go to Tom Brady. I don't want to hear you a Bucs fan now. I don't want to hear that shit. You understand?
Right. And
you can like Tom Brady. You could bet money on him, but I don't want you talking, oh, Bucs. No. You a Patriot fan. You best be cheering for Cam Newton. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Real talk.
Yeah. No. Hey, listen, man, I feel you. But you see all those Patriot fans, they were like, I'm a Patriot fan, but go Tom Brady. I'm a Tom Brady fan, whatever. Fuck off. You pick a team. You don't pick a team on going to a parade.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's the way I feel. But so I'll stick with Lions till I die.
Right.
And I'll probably never see a Super Bowl with the Lions. Right. I mean, because the people that were before me, because the Lions is one of the original teams, man, and they never made it. Yeah,
let me tell you something. When you got a spot on Thanksgiving Day, you've been playing football for a while.
Oh,
they always get that first game on Thanksgiving Day. Am I right or wrong? Now, that's going to lead to my next question. You guys had, to me, the most dynamic player out the backfield ever. Barry Sanders.
I know who you're talking about.
Now, when he went with that situation, all that shit he was going through with Wayne Fonts, the Lions not trying to improve, trying to win a Super Bowl. My question to you, what did the Detroit Lions fans feel when he decided to retire early?
Pain. But at the same time, you understood why Barry was retiring, because the Lions were never going to let him go. He wanted to play for a team where he was going to – we had Barry Sanders, the greatest fucking running back, and we couldn't do shit for that guy. And he wanted to play for a team that would do shit. The Lions were not going to let him go. So he's like, you know what? I'm going to fucking retire. I remember waking up, watching Channel 7 News, and they were like, Barry Sanders didn't report for camp. And you were like, fuck. And they said, he's going to retire. And I was like, he shouldn't retire. If he wouldn't have retired, he would have smashed Emmitt Smith's records, period.
Yeah.
But he would rather retire and go out like that. And I don't blame him. But as a Lions fan, I was like, fuck, there goes the greatest thing we're ever going to have.
Yeah, he took a stand, and I was frustrated. I kind of wanted to see him break that record, and I think he would have splashed that record. I think he would have splashed it to the point that Emmitt Smith would not even caught it.
Yeah.
Because Emmitt eventually ended up taking over water. Now, one thing that Thomas said, Barry Sanders said, was he was not interested in breaking Sweetness' record. Like, he wanted to respect his record. I'm not going to fully buy that, because if they would have traded him, he would not have said that. Am I right or wrong?
No, you're right. You're right.
You know what I'm saying? He would have slapped it. But that was a good excuse to say why you don't want to come back. You know, for the people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He would rather change tires in a parking lot than to have to go back.
Yeah, he didn't. Listen,
I mean,
they show videos. You can see him on YouTube, everybody, where Barry was isolated by himself on the bench, looking like he was crying like a 5-year-old kid. And nobody was around him. You know what I mean? And not only that, he had to face dealing with his father. His father was no joke. His father, at his age, Barry Sanders, being a grown-ass man, was still trying to run his life. Come on, dog.
Yeah.
Come on, no, you 29, 30 years old. That father trying to run your life shit is out the window. That's out the window at 19, bro.
Please, man. He wanted Barry to keep playing, man. So he was probably like, I need a new Ferrari. Come on, son, get out there and run the ball. But Weezy, Justin Weiss just said it best, man. The Lions have wasted a lot of talent. It's not just Barry Sanders. They have wasted a lot of talent. I mean, we have had awesome running backs. We've had great quarterbacks.
Yeah, I told you earlier.
And they never do.
Billy Sims.
Oh, yeah, Billy Sims, man.
Eric
Billy
Kramer.
Sims.
Boyd Williams. Boyd Williams was great with the Lions. He was horrible with my Cowboys, but he was great with the Lions. And y'all also got, like I said, Mike Williams out of UFC. I mean, he didn't perform, but he was supposed to be really good. I don't know if it was the organization that didn't let him prosper, which a lot of times that happens.
Calvin Johnson.
I mean, a lot of guys you guys had that just didn't elevate. And Stafford, to me, you don't think much of him. I love Stafford in the right situation.
I'm not saying that I don't think much of him, okay? Because like I know, like recently,
yeah, Calvin Johnson, they just wrote,
yeah, he's like, it pains my heart to leave Detroit. I'm like, no, it doesn't. I'm like, no, it doesn't. It does not pain your heart to leave Detroit, man. You're trying to go get a ring. You're not going to get that shit in Detroit.
Right.
And not only that, but all the money that goes along with it. That doesn't pain you.
There you go.
You do not give a fuck about Detroit when you're leaving for that kind of money. Period.
What?
And because if somebody came to me and they were like, hey, man, we're going to give you like $27 million a year to leave Detroit, I'd be like, bye. I'd be like, bye. I'll buy my own fucking plane ticket.
Right.
But I think Stafford was a good quarterback. I don't know how many years he has left, man. He's not. If you look at like how many yards he threw and stuff like that, and you compare him to Groff and stuff like that, dude, he's not performing better than anybody else in the league. And in my opinion, this is my opinion. I mean, I think that the Lions can get somebody that's better than him. And now we have a chance. Here's the problem with the Lions. They will have an amazing player. They just won't do shit for him.
Right.
So.
Right. Well, I'm going to tell you one thing. You heard it today. Barring injury, Stafford's going to flourish with McVay and the Rams. McVay's going to set him up to win. He did it with Goff. Goff played a lot better than what he really is. Goff is not talented. He can't run. I mean, he's got an arm, but he's not as accurate as, he should be, or how he was in Cal. Stafford with the running ability, he can move out the pocket. He's got an arm, can throw it 60 yards in the air. What he's going to do is he's not going to let him drop back like Detroit did and look for the open man. No, they're not doing that in the Rams. Everything is coordinated. Everything is like the 49ers offense where all the parts are moving, two-step drop, let it go. This guy is going to flourish in that offense. Remember, I told you that. Yeah. Barring injury. You're going to tell me, Al, you was right that day we spoke. on February 12th, 2021. Guarantee you, brother.
I'll tell you how. After the show, we're gonna make a side bet, bro. we're gonna make a side bet.
All right, Chris, let's go to move something on. You're a great comedian. I'm gonna ask you real quick before we end our session. Right off the head, name me your 3 best comedians ever, and I'm gonna give you my 3.
Okay, my 3 best comedians, like who I like the best, man. Obviously, I like the Reverend Bob Levy. That man has done a lot of shit for me, but I'm not just saying that, man, because I'm on a show. I'm saying that because when you see that man live, I've never seen anybody that can hit the stage and do the things that he does. Oh. I mean, he is just like, he's a mastermind.
He's a genius. Just say he's a genius. That's it.
Yeah, he's a genius. He's a fucking genius. So that's my number 1. My number 2 would probably be between Doug Stanhope or Norm Macdonald. I like Norm Macdonald. A lot of people don't get him. They understand the SNL shit.
Right.
But when you see him on stage and stuff like that, you won't hear laughter because he's just got this dry sense of humor. And you have to think in order to understand him. And so, yeah, I mean, Chappelle, absolutely. Chappelle's awesome. Tracy Morgan. I think Tracy Morgan was good before he got hit by the Walmart truck. Now
right. I told you 3, you're giving me 5. I told you 3, you're giving me 5. I know it's hard.
I'm just saying some references.
Yeah, let me give you my 3. I'm not in the field like you, so there's a lot of stuff I'm not going to be able to see. Just like in sports, I can see a little more than what you can see because that's my profession. But from the guys that really did it for me, whenever I wanted to tune into comedy, I got Bernie Mac number 1. I love Bernie Mac, man. I mean, the guy could turn up a stand-up. The guy's funny on movies. I mean, I love me some Bernie Mac. Number 2, and I don't got these in order. You can put them in whatever order you want. I got to go Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy did it for me in my early going.
Yes.
I mean, coming to America, trading places. Do I got to say anything else? The stand-up when he called Mike Bull a pit bull face-looking motherfucker, and Mike Tyson was right there in the front row and shit. That shit was funny and fuck. The movie Raw, it was like a movie stand-up called Raw.
Yeah.
And last but not least, I got to go to the veteran here. When I was younger, my boy played a record. We turned the light off, and we were smoking. He played his record, the Richard Pryor record. Richard Pryor is fucking... Yeah. Yo, when I told you we laughed throughout the duration of that fucking record, he said something like Larry Holmes was chasing somebody in the woods, butt naked with a water gun. My man, we laughed for like a half hour just on that shit alone.
Remember that shit that he came out with after the crack pipe blew up on him? He came out, and he was the only fucking comedian that would come out and be like, 10 million motherfuckers smoke crack, and I'm the only one that the fucking pipe blows up on. Yes, hats off to Pryor, man.
Yeah, you got to give him that.
Absolutely.
You got to give him that. Okay,
absolutely,
Chris,
man.
Any last words you want to say before we move on, my brother?
Yeah, man, just a couple shout-outs. I see Brian Gasca on here. I see Justin Wees, man, and Al York, the best damn fucking sports show, hands down. I don't give a fuck what anybody says, man. I watch you every week. You don't know that I'm watching, but I watch, man, because you fill me with my sports knowledge.
Thank you.
Period. I haven't seen anybody do it any better, man.
Thank you, man. That means everything to me. And like I said, guys, tell them where to see your show at. Let them know.
Yeah, if they want to check out Levy Land Live, man, new episodes come out every Friday at noon. I suggest you watch this newest episode that came out today.
Oh, I'm going to watch it tonight for sure.
It's the funniest shit that we have done, man. SyndicateRadio.tv. You can catch us on YouTube. Levy Land Live, man. And Al York, man, I appreciate you for having me on,
man. Chris Abels, thanks a million. Tell Levy I said hello and thank you. You guys continue your success. Hopefully both of us to be on the mainstream sooner than later, buddy.
Yes, sir, man. And I want to give a shout out to all your fans, man.
Appreciate it.
I know they see greatness. They see greatness.
Yeah, they stick by me, man. I'm not going to lie to you.
Yes, they do.
Go through up and down. They stick by me. and I love my fans, man. And with that, Chris,
Those
I thank you a million. People. God bless you, and we'll get up soon, especially on that Stafford situation.
Absolutely.
Okay, buddy. Thank you, Chris.
Side bet.
Thank you. Okay, Chris. Okay. Okay, guys. Chris Abels, one of my favorite guys, man. The guy's always positive. Every time I get to speak to him, which ain't much, he always got the nicest things to say. And you got to root for a guy like that. I root for a guy like that. And hopefully you guys will root for a guy like that. But let me see if I got Noah on deck. Let me see who's this. Let me see if he's still available. Hold up, guys. I told you he was going to call me late. That's what he does. Let me see if he's available, though. There he goes. Mr. Late Man. I'm starting to think he'd be late on purpose because he wants that extra attention. What up, Noah Parker?
I just know how to make an entrance. I know how to make an entrance.
Okay, we're going to get right to it. Matter of fact, before we get right to it, let me give you a congratulations on calling the Bucs plus 3.5. I had you there kind of like choking on your saliva because you was trying to give us both ways. You was trying to give us KC money line and Bucs 3.5. But when I tell you give me one, gun to the head, you went with Bucs 3.5, which means you was a winner. Congratulations on that, brother.
Yeah, you know, there's so much value in games like that. That's why it's hard to pass up on a money line price that short. When it's that high of a number, you don't get the money line that cheap. So I was, telling people out there, if you're going to take the Chiefs, you get a real cheap price. Why lay the field goal in the half, get hooked, or the field goal when you can win by one? You never know in games that get that close. It was a hell of a game. If I remember correctly, you had the teaser. And I remember you telling me early in the week you had it going under because you thought it'd be a defensive game. I thought if the Bucs won, it was correlated with the under. If the Chiefs won, it would go over.
Right.
So if you like if the correlation is correct and the Bucs do cover and it should go under, why would you change it to the over?
I know I changed it. I you know how like I don't know if you remember this song. You probably was too young. Public Enemy, Flavor Flav made a song called "Don't Believe the Hype."
I remember, yeah.
I had dudes in my ears. I'm not even gonna call their name out because I'm not gonna do them like that. But when I was talking to them, they were like, "Yo, Al, you crazy? COVID, it's gonna be explosions." And I bought into that, and it's my fault. No excuses. Nobody made me do it. I lost fair and square. But I'm telling you right now, whenever I got a game like that, I ain't gonna let nobody. I'm gonna put plugs in my shit because I should not listen. You know, I told you clearly, and I even gave you reasoning why I was gonna be Bucs and under, and I fucking put the over. But anyway, it is what it is. It happened. Let's get to what we're gonna talk about. Phillip Rivers, me and you took on this many years ago. I'm going to bring it back. I think you think he's a first-round Hall of Famer ballot. I don't think he's first ballot. I barely think if he does get in, he should barely get in. Let me get your take, bro.
I don't know about first ballot, but I'll say he definitely in. But first ballot is kind of pushing it. First ballot is safe as people like Brett Favre, Peyton Manning, guys that got ring,
Brees.
Yeah, you can't say first ballot and just, automatically think, Phillip Rivers. And I wouldn't go as far as first ballot, but I'll say Hall of Fame most definitely. He's got the numbers, got the pedigree, got the playoff appearances. He just don't got the ring. But, neither did Charles Barkley. There's a lot of players that you can't just say it's all about rings. Patrick Ewing's one of my favorite players to ever play in the NBA, never got a ring. And there's quarterbacks out there, too.
He's got to the chip a couple times.
There's Fran Tarkenton.
Look at Charles Barkley got to the chip.
Right. Jim Kelly got to the chip. I know what you're saying.
Yeah, Dan
Marino got there one time. Marty
Schottenheimer. All the guys that got in that didn't win, that didn't get it, that got in and didn't win, at least they got to the chip.
Right.
Rivers ain't never get to the chip.
That's why I'm saying you can't make him first ballot. But, Marty Schottenheimer, rest in peace. I think he kind of held him back with some bad play calling in some of them AFC championship games. He had a lot of talent back then. Tomlinson was a beast, probably a Hall of Famer too. But, that division was stacked. You remember the AFC was stacked. It was Brady and Manning every year. It's kind of like trying to go through Jordan back then in the 90s. It was, if you're not going to get past them in the AFC championship game, you're not going to get to even have a chance to play. The first time a quarterback not named Roethlisberger, Brady, or Manning played in the Super Bowl was Joe Flacco, and it had been like 15 years, and Flacco somehow got there. And then it was a run of the same three quarterbacks for a while. So I'm not going to say I'm giving him an alibi for not winning the chip, but I think he was talented enough, put up the numbers easily to say he's definitely a Hall of Famer.
Okay, let me give you his numbers. 244 games. QB record was 134 and 106, 64.9 completion percentage, 64,000 yards approximately, give or take, 421 touchdowns, 209 interceptions, which is a 2-to-1 ratio. Usually them 2-to-1s get you in. The thing with homeboy is just like I said, 8-time Pro Bowler. He can't win the big games, and not to mention how much money he cost me late in games in the red zone, throwing them late picks. That's why I can't stand Phillip Rivers. It's as much as I want to root for him, he hurted me a lot, dog. Like it's personal with me and him, how he did my money in a lot of those games. But if I got a gun in my head, I gotta say the body of work gets him in. But I'm still gonna say I got Eli over him, even though I know you disagree with that. But I got Eli going in before Phillip. Do you still think Phillip goes before Eli, or you change your mind on that?
I think they both probably get in, but I think Rivers probably should get in with more. I mean, he put up better numbers. He did a lot more as a quarterback than Manning, who didn't even make playoffs or didn't even finish with a 500 record, I don't think, as a quarterback. At least I gave you some information.
He beat the GOAT twice. He beat the GOAT twice, though.
He did, but the defense also did too. So you can't just say.
But I'm gonna come back at you.
I mean,
normally when the team, they say the team won. Like for example,
the team won. He scored 17 points.
When the Broncos won the Super Bowl against Carolina, ain't nobody gonna sit here and say Peyton Manning won that. The team won that.
Right. Just remember,
Eli Manning won that shit with 2 late drives. Ain't nothing to talk about.
They had 17
2
points.
late drives, 2 incredible catches, 2 incredible throws. And I'm not an Eli fan. I used to get on Eli, but he won both of those games, unlike Peyton Manning did when they beat Carolina.
That 07
so that's
season.
That's why I got him in automatically.
That 07 season, that Patriots team was averaging 5 touchdowns a game, 30-something points. They held them to 14.
No, the defense did their thing. They played their part. But Eli finished it, though.
I get it.
Eli finished it.
He was in position. He was put in position.
Tyrell,
and he did what he was supposed to do.
game over. Right or wrong?
Oh, Tyree, you mean? Yeah, exactly.
Tyree, Classico, game over.
At least with Rivers, I gave you some information on his last game he ever played to make you some money, because I told you that he don't get blown out in games. Take the 7, and he got there against Buffalo because he's. I mean, if in his Hall of Fame video, you're gonna see a lot of him running around with 2 minutes left, down 5, down 4, down 3, and all. I mean, I say 60% of his games he was down a touchdown late or down a field goal late. He didn't get blown out a lot, which is why you can't say
which
a lot.
Which makes him a great teaser better.
Right, and that too. And it wasn't a lot.
What killed me? I'm gonna tell you what killed me. If he was getting points, I would have won those games. The fact that I'm bringing him to 7 to pick him, and he's losing the game by 3-4 points is where he killed me at. Right.
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? But listen, real quick, we got about 6 minutes. I gotta get Gambino here to close out the deal. Should Drew Brees stay or leave? Your take.
Out of there. I'd rather have Jameson there. I mean, even if Jameson don't come back, I said they should. I mean, remember, Jameson's the only guy that threw the touchdown in that last playoff game they played. He had a great career. His numbers was great. I don't want him to look worse than Peyton Manning looked in Denver, though. I mean, don't end your career. Don't get hurt.
Or like Brett Favre did with the Jets, right?
Right. I don't want him to, you got a family, you had a great career, you're a Hall of Fame, first ballot. End it, don't think you're gonna make another run for the Super Bowl.
Yeah, don't take the route of an old boxer trying to stay in the game, basically.
Don't Bernard Hopkins your way to the end. Just that's it. You've been there long enough. You had a great. No one's gonna say nothing wrong with your career. All you can do now is make it worse, because they're not going back to the chip.
They're definitely not going back with But I'm gonna tell you right now, if I'm a Saints fan and they can't get another quarterback, and basically your quarterback, let's say, is Winston or Hill, I think Brees in between those guys, together, would make them a better team. But they're not going nowhere, though.
No, I agree.
My thing, you gotta start the new regime, take your blows like the Patriots did last year, and build from that, and try to get your quarterback and start that new run for Sean Payton and the New Orleans Saints. Do you agree?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, his time is up. Shit, I think he's the only quarterback left besides Brady that I can remember from when I was in the military. Because now that Rivers is gone, it's just Brees and Brady. Everybody else is done. Roethlisberger if he come back, but I think everybody else is done. It's been long enough. You can tell he couldn't throw the ball past 20 yards with any velocity last season.
Oh, it was ugly.
You got to know when is when. You know what I'm saying? When it's time, it's time.
Yo, I'm going to make another case for Tom Brady. I still can't crown him because I got to get rid of them allegations. That's just the way I feel. Like I said, everybody got their own opinions. But not only did Tom Brady is outlasting Big Ben, the Breeses, the Mannies of the world, his numbers are way better. He's got all the championships. This guy's like LeBron James of football. Would you agree?
I mean, for a while, you bring up the allegations, and everybody always said, especially when he got hurt, when that quarterback came in for him, I can't remember his name. He was so bad. Matt Castle. They said it's all Belichick's system. You could throw anybody in there. He proved all that wrong this year. I don't care how lucky he got playing Taylor Heineke and playing noodle arm Drew Brees and a coach that couldn't finish the game in Green Bay by going for it. It doesn't matter. He still got there, got the ring. He's able to say all that stuff people said, oh, it's all Belichick. You can't say that no more. I don't care how good his team was or how good his team was.
You got to throw this incentive in. 43 years old while he did it.
Yeah. I mean,
come on, dog. He didn't do it at 36. He did it at 43, which the people's already in Cancun living a new life already.
Yeah, I can't think of many.
You got to give him props. Listen, as much as a lot of people don't like Tom Brady, I know a lot of people that can't stand him. I'm going to give him his prop, but I can't crown him because, like I said, I can't crown a cheat on my show. I just can't. Until them allegations get totally removed, then I'll crown him. Because the numbers indicate he did enough to pass my boy Montana. I mean, he killed all his regular season numbers and his Super Bowl record at 7-3. And if he gets another one next year, he'll be 8-3, which I'm not going to count that right off the rip. But 7-3 is a darn good record, unlike LeBron James' 4-6 championship record. I have to get that in because I know you're an LBJ fan.
Yeah, I know. I mean, LBJ had how many more appearances though? I mean, he didn't get knocked out in the first round like MJ did. I'm gonna just leave it at that.
Oh man, we're not even gonna go there. We all know MJ's the GOAT. Noah Parker, aka the secret weapon, aka Little Tiger Woods. I'm gonna get back to you, brother. There you go with the LBJ jersey on. Stay good, my brother. We'll be in contact soon. Noah Parker, y'all. That's Noah Parker for y'all. Okay, guys. All we could do is give it to y'all. Okay, let me see what we got here before we get Gambino. Gambino, you up next? Hit me up when you're ready. Oh, my God. We got Bailey the Champ Rodriguez. I don't think I got a Bailey sighting on any of my lives ever. Salute to the champ, baby. Let me see what else we got in here, man. Thanks again, Chris Abels. Steve Islar said Barry's pop was gangster. Never gotten help. When the Megatron, that was the thing leaving. All right, you right there, Steve. His pops was gangster, though. His pops would let anybody know how he felt. He was right on the sideline talking over coaches and all that. Mr. Sanders was old school, man. That I have to admit. Let me see what else we got here. Humpty said they had Herman Moore, Billy Sims in the 80s. Was good, but didn't live up to the projection. You right, Humpty. I said they had Billy Sims, Herman Moore. Also, they had a guy named Eric Kramer. Scott Mitchell, I wasn't too big over. It's fair to say the Lions had some good players. They just couldn't win. Wayne Fonts didn't know what he was doing, and a couple of other coaches, especially Matt Patricia, didn't do the job. And like a lot of people that leave the Patriots and try to go on their own, they usually do not do it without Bill Belichick. See what else we got here. Gambino, we waiting on you, baby. Okay. All right, guys. I did what I could do. I got to get Gambino in.
What's going on,
What's going on,
everybody? The champ is here.
He gonna run his mouth. Let me tell you what happened with Gambino, guys. He made a huge bet with one of my boys. I can't get specific on the details of the bet, but he basically ran with the NFC, which meant any team that came out the NFC, he was rolling with. My man Raymond Gates took the AFC. As you see what happened, Chiefs versus Bucs. Bucs prevailed. And to make the story a little better, Gambino personally told me once they picked up Tom Brady, the Tampa Bay Bucs, that they were going to win it all. And I remember telling him, you fucking crazy. But you know what? He was right. And like we do on my show, we call it like it is. Not how we want, but like it is. Gambino, talk to him real fast.
Let me just tell you a little something about this and a little something about that. There was a fellow by the name of Tom Brady. He was in New England for about 20 years. Wasn't really doing too hot at the end of his career, you know. Gets a little chilly in New England. You know, nobody really likes that clam chowder stuff. So, basically, when he went to Tampa Bay, he basically was able to be the type of quarterback that he needed to be. And, you know, that was that. Like, he gathered up the troops and he went to war. And I knew that was going to happen the minute that he decided to leave New England for Tampa or for whatever team. You know what I mean?
Hold on, let me interject real quick. One thing I can say about Uncle Tom, which my man Raymond Gates gave me that name, I think it fits him being 43, 44 years old, is that Uncle Tom was not going anywhere unless he had weapons. He had to experience one of the worst last 2 years of his career when he really had guys that could not get separation. You understand what I'm saying? They went and picked up Sanu from Atlanta, didn't get separation. Edelman started to look old, either that or they were double teaming him, couldn't get separation. He had no weapons. Gronk was out. So he made sure whoever he went to, two things were going to happen, or three things. He was going to be part of being able to talk about who they bringing in. He wanted the guy that he wanted, and he wanted to be basically a player coach. And Bruce Arians and company gave him that authority, and that's what made him and the Tampa Bay Bucs gel. Now, to win it all, I didn't think they were going to win it all year one due to the fact of the COVID. Why I'm saying COVID, it meant they couldn't practice as much. Not only that, they had no continuity whatsoever. And for the job that Tom Brady did with so little time, it's fucking incredible. And of course, his teammates played a part also. So I give much respect to Tom Brady that I said they're not going to win till next year. Now, if they win next year again, then that makes me half right. It makes me wrong because I was wrong this year. But if they win next year, I'll be right because I did say they'll win next year. Your take real fast before we end the show of the Bucs repeating.
No.
So do you say no?
No.
What's your reasoning for that?
Too many free agents, not being able to re-sign everybody, and it's just not going to happen. Like, Tom's going to be a year older. Teams are going to get a little bit better. I think he was very fortunate this year to win it, but I don't think at 44, after now having a knee injury, not saying that that's serious, but I just don't think it's going to work out the same way. I do believe he'll make the playoffs next year, but I don't believe that they will win the Super Bowl next year.
Okay, that's fair enough.
At this current moment in time.
I believe now they're going to be playing with a bunch of confidence. I think they have to sign Shaq Barrett. Like I said, you got JPP on the other end. He can put a pass rush. He can stay right there, like play like a spy, jump up on the quarterback, block the pass. He's so effing tall. And he also gets back into coverage. Shaq Barrett is your old school Reggie White type of rusher. You have to re-sign Shaq Barrett. Everybody else is replaceable. I think Godwin is replaceable. They could re-sign AB, maybe go get Odell or whatever. He's replaceable. People forget that O.J. Howard is coming back. He could be a tight end stud. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, but with an Achilles tear, I think it's kind of like a little bit longer for the recovery time.
He'll be back. Trust me, he's going to be back strong. He was out all year, and then even if he comes back in week 7, week 8, let's just say crying out loud, Howard was a beast in Alabama, and Brady would love to. You know, Brady loves them 2 tight end sets. So you get Howard over there. Bring Gronk back. Gronk already said he wants to play another year, but you got to sign Levante Davis. If you're the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, that has to happen.
Absolutely. I think you got to re-sign everybody on the defense.
Yeah, everybody else, I think, Godwin and Ndamukong Suh, whether he stay or not, they still going to be playing for a championship. But those guys that I just mentioned have to get re-signed. Any last words, Gambino?
I just want to say it was a hell of a year. I called it in March.
Yes, you did.
And I promise you, once free agency hits this year, I'll call it again, and we'll see who wants to take on the big fish in the small pond.
I think Raymond Gates gonna come back after you, man.
Hey.
If I know Ray the way I do, I think he's coming back for that head. Trust me. All right?
It's okay. I don't mind being the king at the top.
Okay, brother. Listen, you have a good one. Thank you for coming on. Congratulations on that big win. You deserve it, brother.
Thank you very much.
Okay, you have a good night, brother.
You too, my man.
Okay, guys. Okay, Gambino. Okay, guys, that was Gambino. Like I said, won the big bet. He can't go to details. There's reasons for that. But he did call it. Salute to him. And let me see. I got a couple minutes here. Let me see who else trying to get in real fast. Hold on. Let me see if my man Oscar. Let me see if I can get my man Oscar real quick. He's trying to come on. There you go, Big O. That's my man right there. Big O, you got 3 minutes. Say whatever you want to say, big man.
It's all you, baby. It's all you.
You know what I mean? What you want to talk about? Your Chicago Cubs, how they depleted, or your Chicago Bears?
The Cubs.
Okay, the Cubs. Epstein is gone. The only guy you probably going to have left is Baez and Rizzo. I think everybody else is done over there. I hate to say it. I had you guys winning like 2 World Series. They ain't going to win a second one, dog, unless you got something that you can say right now that can change my mind, which I highly doubt. What you got for
What do you think they're trying to re-sign Arrieta? You think it's a good move?
Arrieta?
Yeah.
Y'all ready to re-sign them?
They're about to. They want to.
Arrieta pitched his game already for y'all a couple years ago. He's done, man.
That's what I think, too.
I'm not going to lie to you. You know, as much as I thought the Cubs, like I said, were going to be like a dynasty behind Epstein, they were lucky to win that year, but thank God they won that year because you guys went down after that quickly.
Yep.
And Rizzo, he's going to have a lot of painful years. If I'm the Yankees, I'll set up a nice package for him. I would love to see Rizzo come to New York and play first base for us for the next, 5, 10 years, etc. But I got to say, your Cubs are going down there, Oscar.
Yeah, that was good for you, too.
You know what I'm saying? So, Oscar, any last words? Because we got 1 minute left there, big man.
That's it, baby.
Okay.
You got a good show. Congratulations, man.
Okay, that's Big O, y'all. You're going to get him in the future. Big Chicago fan. He loves everything about Chicago. You enjoy your night, and we'll get to you soon, Big O.
You got it, buddy.
Okay, that's Big O, y'all. Okay, guys, thank you for another show. I know a lot of you guys want 2 hours. I don't know, man. They got to pay me for that, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know I'm going to give it all every time. I'm going to try to find y'all strong candidates to continue the show going. All you guys that continue to watch, learn from me. I've been doing this for 40 years. Like Mike Tyson said, I can't lose. That's how I feel. And I'm not talking shit. I keep telling y'all want to get at me, let's meet up, let's put bread up. I can't lose. I've been doing this too long. And I feel what I do. You know, if it was up to me, I'll get next to Stephen A. Smith. But unfortunately, it ain't up to me. And I'm not talking shit. Thank you guys. I love you guys. TGI Friday, open sessions, no drinking and driving. It's the fucking law. And with that, I'll see y'all Tuesday, 15 quickest minutes. Thank you for everybody that participated. Late ass Noah Parker, Chris Abels, Oscar, and my man Gambino. Coming from the Al York Sports Show. Love y'all. See y'all motherfuckers soon, man. Enjoy your weekend, man. Love.